So I think most creators are stuck in this loop of trying to prove their worth instead of actually solving a problem. You've got all the right gear, you've got the passion, you've got the experience, but your channel isn't growing because you're making videos about you, not about the person you're watching. And this is what I've come to understand is called the value trap. And I think the way that I learned to understand this was seeing myself doing it. And, it's a moment where your talent is actually holding you back because you're still trying to justify why you're in front of the camera instead of just leading your niche to where they want to go. Yeah, I really had this profound experience of going back over my last 20 episodes that I've filmed for this channel, and the shift that I need to make was crystal clear. On YouTube, authority isn't so much about what I'm claiming in my long-winded introduction. It's about something that I'm demonstrating to you that you want to know. And I could see how I wasn't doing that, or at least I wasn't doing it in the most effective way. And, if you've been a creator for a long time, there's often been this sort of like ingrained inset of the resume mindset, where you think you need to list off all the reasons why you're important, your awards, your past projects, in some sort of need to earn the right to speak. But really, for me, what I'm realizing is that this is the age of the things you earn, and the right to speak is the value you provide in the first 30 seconds. So like, how clear can I be to you? And so the shift is every time you say something like, I've done X, the viewer is subconsciously asking, so what? Our goal here is to have impact. To achieve that, we have to flip the script, like instead of leading you with my history as a filmmaker, I want to lead you with the one thing that I've learned in all those years that will save you 6 months of struggle. And that's where my service can be. And so authenticity isn't just about sharing your story. It's about sharing your honest, raw perspective on a specific struggle and how that struggle, you've learned from it, and how you can then share that with your audience. And really that is something that AI can't touch, in this saturated world of AI content. That's when you build a human moat to your audience to really create meaningful support and connection with the challenge or the specific pain point that they're facing. So to move out of the value trap and into effective service, I have a few of these filters that I'd love you to apply to your next script. The 10-second problem. So state the viewer's problem before you even say your name, which I was not doing. And if they don't know why they are watching, they won't care who is talking. So you've really got to hook them. That's why they call it the hook. And kill the preamble. Look at your intro, and if you can remove 30 seconds and the video still makes sense, those 30 seconds were about your ego and really not about how you can serve your audience. And so then from there, it's about the specificity pivot. Use the experience that you specifically have as evidence for your advice, not an intro into it. Instead of, I've shot for these big brands or I've done this for that person, try because I've done this for these major brands or that big person, I can tell you about the specific technique and how that was actually a waste of time. And what you should do is X. So then the value comes first and the credit follows. So, upping your game isn't about working harder. It's about being more intentional. When you tighten your delivery and you focus strictly on how you can serve and provide this niche, you gain your sovereignty back. You spend less time trying to be interesting and more time being impactful, which ultimately is what I want to do for you guys. Is I want to be able to serve what it is that I feel like I am learning and teach that to you so you can learn it much faster. So if you want to take away for today, go back to the last upload and look at it through this lens. If you didn't mention a viewer problem in the first minute, tell me why in the comments. Like, why is that not happening? And let's look at these limiting beliefs together, because we can grow and figure this out together. And that's the beauty of YouTube. So I'm Darius. Let's keep moving from showing off to being of impact, and I will see you in the next one.